Greetings, everyone, and welcome. It is March the 9th, and I'm coming at you today with one story. It's called Moscow Madness because over the last 24 hours, Russia has revealed their true intentions, and they revealed it through their sanctioned propagandist, of whom I pay little attention to. But in this situation, we must watch this and we must understand this. So I thank you for being here. Thank you for liking and subscribing. And I'm going to ask you today to leave a comment at the end of the video. Do you agree that this is actually truth coming out from the propagandist? You see, this is what President Vladimir Zelensky has been saying. This is what great leaders like Boris Johnson, Macron, Starmer, Duda, and many pro-Ukrainian supporters that understand the reality of what is happening and the evil that is spreading through our world have been trying to explain to Donald Trump, the administration of the United States, and many others who do not understand. This is a Russian war machine, and all they care about is their own selves, their own greed, their own victory, their own successes, and they spill it out. And I do not understand how anybody on this planet could say, I trust Vladimir Putin. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's jump right into the video. You tell me what you think about this. This is why we're struggling. This is why we're struggling in the West. This is why the Trump administration is struggling. They absolutely not only do not understand, but it is obvious that they do not care to understand the reality of this evil Russian mindset coming out of the Kremlin. Here's the video.
Absolutely, we support everything. I really like how Donald Trump is behaving so far, but we understand he's pressuring Kiev and soon plans to pressure Moscow. We'll see how it goes. There could be international problems. He won't supply weapons and will impose sanctions. We've never seen anything like it, so what do we do now? It's not that simple. There may be another approach, but we must get our way. They argue the sanctions only work 30%, but if Russia is squeezed, as stated by the U.S. Treasury Secretary Beeson, a Trump team member, they don't need or want a Russian victory and don't even need us as allies. Well, except for Lukashenko, he's not just an ally, he's practically one of us, a close friend. As for the others, who needs them? No one really needs our victory but us. So whatever they say, we'll keep going. You know, as Keith Kalloch, his advisor, said about Stalingrad, the Russians lost 70,000 but still got up and fought. They attacked the Germans and won the war. But he doesn't know it wasn't just 70,000. Any school kid knows we lost over 1 million at Stalingrad. If he knew that number, he'd lose his mind. You see, they don't really understand Russia yet. We need to show them. The more you push us, the worse it'll be for you.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the truth. That is the secret sauce. And you know, it's really bad that you say the talking heads, the propagandists, actually told the truth. Ladies and gentlemen, what you just listened to, 30 years working in Russia and Ukraine, all the experience in historical books and the world leaders who get it, especially Vladimir Zelensky, who has told America on multiple times, you do not understand the Kremlin. You do not understand Putin. It was just laid out on a silver tray, on a platter for the world to see. We've translated and there it is. Do you think that is true or not? In my opinion, absolutely true. Listen, they began by saying, we support Trump. Of course they support Trump because he's supporting them. 30% sanction effect on our economy, no big deal. And ladies and gentlemen, that's the truth. Sanctions will not defeat Russia. They must be defeated militarily, number one. And number two, they must be defeated internally. That system must fall. Vladimir Putin must fall, and it must be defeated from the inside out. They continue to say, everything must go our way. We must get our way. And if we are squeezed, well, then you haven't seen anything yet if we are squeezed, because really we don't care about allies and we don't care about friends. We've only got one friend, and that's Lukashenko, because he is actually not just a friend or ally. He's one of us. You have to listen to the phrases, one of us. This is the message that they're trying to spread through the world, that Honestly, Donald Trump swallowed when he says, well, the Ukrainians, they're, it's going to be Russia anyway. And I'm not quoting there, but that was the gist of his statement a couple of weeks. That is how they see it. They see Ukraine as Russian. What did they continue by saying? We only need our victory and we will keep on going. And then he did a history lesson talking about, oh, the envoy Keith Kellogg, he doesn't even know anything about Russia. The Western world, they think that only 70,000 people were killed at Stalingrad, but actually 1 million of our heroes sacrificed their life in Stalingrad. That should teach the greatest lesson to the world. We do not care about human life. We do not value human life. All we care is the Kremlin is standing strong. Our narrative is standing strong. Our nation is standing strong. And it doesn't matter what we have to sacrifice. It was 1 million that died in Stalingrad. And he concluded by saying, they do not understand Russia. The more you push us, the harder we will come back. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Moscow madness. You cannot negotiate with a terrorist. You cannot negotiate with a dictator, and you cannot negotiate with such an evil regime. Today, you have heard the truth, unfiltered. What do you think? Do you agree that that's their viewpoint? And the West, especially the Trump administration, does not understand it? My vote, absolutely. Just shared it with you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for commenting, liking, subscribing. The channel is growing. Please share this on your social media platforms, and we appreciate all of you. Be blessed.